guys, welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, my name is Sarah and we are a minimalist family who is living big with a less. And in today's video, I'm going to take you with me throughout my day on a day where I am feeling super overwhelmed and quite anxious. And I'm going to show you some of the things that I find really helpful in staying on track and getting my house back in order so that I feel calmer, and also so that things are running smoothly in our home and we are finding what we need and getting done what we need in a day. So if you are someone who, like me, struggles with knowing where to start if I'm feeling overwhelmed, or when those lies of anxiety creep in and they make us feel super unproductive, how I have found some tools to help me overcome that, how I twist it around and use my tools to help me stay calm and stay on track, this is a video for you.
Watch me, just follow every move, touch me.
My natural instinct is to go gung-ho and get started with cleaning, but I've actually trained myself that doing a bit of a brain dump of all those things I have coming up, going through my head, and I get those down on paper, and then I write a really detailed list of what I'd like to achieve. The reason I like a detailed list is because if I get interrupted or if I don't get everything done, I can still see all those little jobs that I have got done. And I also take the time to just put all those little odd things that I often forget, like texting a friend or writing a list for an upcoming event, and that way I've got it all in one place to refer back to. Now, of course, you guys see the sped up version of my cleaning, otherwise it would be incredibly boring. But when I'm cleaning and I'm feeling a bit anxious, one of the things I remind myself is to really slow down, and I'll take my time getting through each thing. Things like putting on a fresh scent, opening up windows, letting light come in, all those little things that we take notice of when we slow down really help to calm my anxiety, and I actually get way more done.
The night is still young. Stay in the light. I want you to see it just for tonight.
Another tactic I use, especially when I'm feeling particularly overwhelmed, is tackle some jobs that are going to make a big impact first. So things like clearing off a big space or tackling a job that you've been finding particularly annoying really help to build momentum and keep you going for the rest of the day. I also have some jobs that I find super satisfying. So whenever I'm feeling those feelings of anxiety or overwhelm, these are jobs that are some of my favorites, like cleaning glass is one of mine, and also shining my sink. I always just find it makes me feel so accomplished after I've done it. So whatever that looks like for you, whether it's making your bed or maybe folding your towels in a certain way, if it brings you some comfort, I would highly recommend doing those jobs on those days where you you're feeling a little bit out of sorts.
And what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder.
I am really sensitive to sound and smell, so one of the things that I find really helpful is opening up our house and letting that fresh air in, and also having a great soundtrack. I also love crossing things off my list, so as I go through and accomplish things, I'm constantly looking at my list and seeing what's left.
Shine like gold until winter comes, until winter comes, until winter comes. It really makes me wonder.
I try and do our laundry every single day, but occasionally, like in this situation where we've gone away for the weekend, we do end up with a little bit of backlog. And so on days like that, I like to sort the laundry, and that way I can see exactly how many loads I have to do at the start of the day.
Stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are.
Kids' rooms can be a bit of a tricky one when it comes to cleaning. I know we all love our kids to do it for themselves, and I definitely wholeheartedly agree, but occasionally I like to just come in and give it the full mummy once over to make sure everything is clean and tidy. And I'll do things like pull their beds out and get anything that's stuck underneath, make sure that everything's put away properly. On this day, because we'd been away and we'd also been gifted a whole heap of clothes, it also gave me a chance to make sure that their room was reset before I start bringing those new things in.
California, the sun is always shining bright. People are smiling, making plans, hiding behind their shades, and you're doing the same. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me. Even when it's 90 degrees, without me, I bet that you can get it.
When I start working with clients who get really overwhelmed by cleaning routines, something that I suggest to them in the beginning is just start going room by room and getting it to a state that you're happy with. Doesn't have to be perfect, progress over perfection all the way, but rooms make for really great little progress markers that you know you've been through so many rooms, and even if you don't get everything done every day, you're still touching those rooms at least once a week.
You're staying home, you don't get out. You always used to love the rain, but LA changed you. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me. Even when it's 90 degrees, without me, I bet that you can get it.
If you have kids that get easily overwhelmed or anxious, particularly around starting to clean, something that I really recommend is cleaning alongside them while they get started, or going through and giving their room a quick tidy at the beginning of the week. That way they're reset and that they can just maintain that till they get to an age or a mental state that they're able to do it on their own.
No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where your heart is fire. But baby, I bet you're cold.
So this is probably super weird, but one of my most favorite things about cleaning is actually hanging laundry on the line. Clean clothes are like my absolute favorite. So if I know that I've got a lot of washing to do in one day, because we are blessed to live in God's country where we can hang our clothes out outside, I try and hang them out on the hangers, and that way I've got more room to hang everything out.
Never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright.
On days where I have multiple loads of laundry, I actually just set a little reminder on my watch so that I know when that load will be finished, and I can keep that going all day, and I can do other jobs while my washing is going, like cleaning up my laundry and the never-ending task of vacuuming up kitty litter. If you guys have cats, please tell me I'm not the only one who spends all my days vacuuming up kitty litter and her food, which she spills out of her bowl like 20 times a day.
All the smoke is in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. So you were saying, oh no, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next.
It doesn't seem to matter how long I have been at minimalism, I still sometimes end up with what I call the perfect storm, and I'm sure you do too. In this case, it was that we had been away for the weekend, my kids had gone op shopping with their grandparents, and we'd also been blessed with a whole heap of hand-me-down clothes, and so I just had a lot of things that were out of place, and that can be super overwhelming. So what I like to do is I just grab some baskets and put everything into the baskets that I need to sort out, and then I'm able to put them into piles that go into each room. That way I'm not running all over the house trying to put things away, and I can just go into each room once, get it all put away, get it sorted, and it's just a great way of making a task that seems impossible or really overwhelming super easy and simple.
You are illuminating. I don't really care about the people in the bar line. I don't really mind all the woo girls doing stage dives. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. So you were saying.
Clothing can be one of those areas which gets really overwhelming really quickly, particularly if you have kids who are constantly growing out of clothes, and so you're needing to change sizes and let those things go that they're no longer wearing. Some of the things that I find really helpful to keep it under control are a really good system for keeping your donations, so things that they've grown out of, making sure you've got a box ready for those things. Also having a good system for things that they're about to grow into, letting go of those donated items as quickly as possible so they're out of your house and out of your mind, and then also having a really good day-to-day laundry routine so you're staying on top of those clean clothes, knowing what's going in and out of their wardrobes all the time, and then it makes it much simpler to make those decisions.
Even if I told you I could never let you go, I am not so sure you believe me. But if I mean to show you, I will never let you go. No.
If you are like me and do struggle with anxiety or feeling overwhelmed, just remember that what works for me might not necessarily work for you. In fact, it might be the complete opposite. So please take what you like and leave what you don't. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments what things you guys do when you're cleaning, if you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious, or what you find super calming when you're cleaning. If you are new here, we would absolutely love to have you subscribe and join our YouTube family. And I will catch you guys in the next one.
When you're next to